back, no, finding God in my own life, I find three important realities. Finding God in all things, I find three important things in my life. This is the right and reason why I serve. The first is an experience of being loved. I am loved. Second is an experience of I want to love back. And how can I love back? I will serve. Yun po. Yan po siguro yung dynamic sa puso ko, no? Kung ba't ko ginagawa ang lahat ng ito, no? Sige po, very shortly, no? Ako po ay sa grade school po ako, 97, Ateneo High School, 2001, and I graduated Ateneo College in 2005. No? Very significant po yung Ateneo High School year ko to year 2000. Bakit po? Kasi po, yung taon na yon, my dad needed to undergo dialysis. No? At yung dialysis niya po, yung isang kidney hindi niya gumagana, the other kidney, 90% functioning na lang po. No? And he needed to undergo dialysis thrice a week. And I remember that time, it was really expensive. No? He would go to the hospital. No? Okay po. No? And slowly, of course, thrice a week, and then the maintaining meds. No? And I remember one vial would cost us 4,000 pesos para lang po sa everyday for my dad. No? And slowly, ubus po lahat ng finances na from a big house. Dati ko, 2 quarter pounder, 1 quarter pounder na lang nakakain ko, no? Something like that. And to the point that, when I was in third year high school and I was beginning my enrollment, wala pong pang-enroll. No? And I distinctly my mom writing a promissory note to the principal, guaranteeing that I will pay at the end of the year. No? Fast forward, that was June, come March, the end of the year, kinakabahan po ako. Kasi sa high school, at the end of the school year, may isang blackboard yan. Nandyan po ang accounts payable. No? Nakapaskil po ang pangalan mo and your accounts payable. No? Alam ko pong hindi nakabayad yung nanay ko. At kinakabahan ako, sabi ko, anong mukhang ihaharap ko? Accounts payable, Reyes John Paulo, 65,000 pesos. No? And baka ako lang yung nandun, no? Number 1. No? And I was so embarrassed. No? And then the day came, I went to the board and I looked at my name, Reyes John Paulo, accounts payable, 0. Sabi ko, ay, may mali. No? And then I went to the cashier. Sabi ko, ma'am, student number 012376, ma'am, paki-check lang po yung accounts payable. No? And then, accounts payable. Sir, sabi niya, bayad na po. Sabi ko, sino pong nagbayad? Eh, malay ko po, sir. Basta sa computer, bayad mo na. No? And true enough, bayad na po. I asked my mom, nagbayad ka ba? Anak, hindi. Bayad na rin yung tuition. Ngayon sa tuwa, my nanay was crying. No? Until now, hindi ko po alam kung sino yung nagbayad ng tuition fee ko. At isa po yun sa dahilan, no? Number 1, why I felt, alam mo yung sasabit ka na, pero sinasalo ka ng Diyos. That was a concrete moment. And I became a teacher and a servant, primarily because of that experience. Until now, I don't know. And sabi ko, I will devote my life into teaching, into ministering through arts and through music, because I know that there is a God who loves me. First story. Ito po, isang kanta, no? Ako po ay, may love affair po ako sa music. Para po dun, tinaturo po ito sa grade 2 nung nandito ako, no? At ang sabi po, it only takes a spark to get a fire burning. And soon, all those around can warm up in its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you'd share His love to everyone. You want to pass it on. And in my young life, no, and when I look back, no, at those moments, finding God in all things, and when I look back at Ateneo High School, year 2000, I know that my God was alive. My God is alive. My God is loving me. And dahil doon, no, and I want to love back. During moments and encounters like that, no, and the challenge is, I want to love back. And how can I love back? No? And I look at myself, ano bang meron ako in this ngayon na hawak ko? No? And ito po yung loves ko. No? Teaching, music, and the arts. Sabi ko, I will love you back through teaching, through music, and through the arts. Music, no? Ngayon po, kung nagpo-promote, no? Mamaya po may magko-concert sa Jesu at kung gusto niyo pong manood, it is the Ninoy and Cory Aquino Foundation Music Ministry. No? And we go around, no, proclaiming and talking to young leaders, no? Talking about the legacy of Ninoy and Cory and what is that leadership quality, the spiritual leadership. It is grounded in spirituality. And we go around, no, with our music. Sabi nga po ng high school teacher ko si Mr. Paxi, no, when the heart is full, the overflow is music. Kapag ang puso ay puno, ang ligwak ay musika. And we go around, no? And umaabot po kami hanggang last week po, nasa Bukidnon kami, no? At kinantahan namin yung mga Carmelite sisters in Malaybalay. No? It was an experience kasi cloistered po sila, no? Hindi po kami sanay na makita sila, nakatago sila. And then they requested, can you sing after Mass? No? And we sang and we had an encounter with them. At habang po kumakanta kami, umiiyak sila. No? And when you see reactions like those, sabi mo, you know that you are being used. Ikaw ay, hindi ikaw yun. You are a vehicle. You are an instrument. Second po ay ang Hero Square. No? Makikita niyo po sila dito. No? We let history come alive. No? Pero hindi lang po history. We want to teach heroism. We want to teach heritage. No? And last year, no, our former Intramuros administrator is here, no? Si Mr. Capistrano. No? Hi, sir. Good to see you, sir. No? He really supported us to bring in public school students to Hero Square. We were able to bring 4,000 students to Hero Square. Imagine niyo po, Universal Studio. Diba? You see actors running around. Ito po ay, yan po, no? Makita niyo, Katipunan, si Rizal, si Josephine Brackett. Mamaya po makikita niyo sila. But when you see their reaction, and when we ask them, what will your legacy be? If you were to write your own valedictory, like Jose Rizal, your own mi ultimo adios, what will your legacy be? And they are stunned into silence. Then in Hero Square, we believe that we are making an impact in the future of these public school students. Iba po ang karanasan. Pag private kasi, di ba, parang nanonood sila ng sine. But when you see public school students wonder in awe, sabihin mo po, talaga, there's future, may pag-asa sa bayan natin. And lastly, now I'm also teaching public school teachers. No? At isa po dun sa napuntahan namin ay itong Payatas. Ang pangalan po ng eskwelahan to, Lupang Pangako. What's so distinct about this school is that katabi niya po yung dump site. So talaga pong umaalingasaw. When I was there, para po akong maduduwal, no? Yung mga teachers, nagpapahid, para pong pag may harap ng cadaver, yung nagpapahid ka ng mint, they do that, no? And the principal is Mr. Estorco. He described his school. Sabi niya, what makes Lupang Pangako unique is the distinct and powerful smell that comes from the Payatas dump site. As Mr. Estorco puts it, the face of poverty is so vivid in the area. Ang dami po nila, nag-uubapaw po yung mga estudyante. Pero magugulat ka, no? When you see teachers during our teacher training, and when you see teachers so passionate enough for them to learn how to care, how to build caring communities in their schools, sabihin mo, grabe, no? Finding God in all things. And you see God in the faces of those teachers. Alam niyo yun? Maski umaalingasaw na sa Lupang Pangako, nakangiti pa rin. Nung nakita ko sila, sabi ko, outstanding. Pagpasok namin doon, sabi nila, sir, pasensya na po kayo, no? Talaga pong masama ang amoy dito, pero nakasmile. No? Sabi ko, day in, day out, yun po ang nakakasalamuhan nila. And I am overwhelmed with that. No? And therefore, sabi ko, how can I not serve God? When I look back my own life, I find God in the story in the stories of my life. And now that I am 30 years old, I discover, ang dami ko pang hindi alam. That as I serve God, God is revealing Himself continuously to me. And with the people I encounter, and with the people I encounter, finding God in all things, I find God in them. And in times of desolation, no, hindi naman po mawawala yung times of desolation. This was shared to me by one of my mentors, si Father Carnelo Kaliwag. He was my principal back when I was in high school. Sabi niya ito, no? What we have done will not be lost to all eternity. Everything ripens and becomes fruit in its own hour. Pag teacher ka po, di ba? Sabi mo, may pag-asa pa ba? Public school system? When you see the public schools, minsan kung paano pa yung budget nila sa field trip, marami pang cuts. Sabi mo, may pag-asa pa ba? And then, I turn to these words. No? And in times of consolation, one of my idols is Pedro Arupe. No? Why do I continuously serve ng walang kapaguran? Because I take heart what he said. No? Tiene usted la eternidad para descansar. You have eternity in which to rest. Father Arupe, no? You have eternity in which to rest. And in the end, our prayer remains to be, as we journey along and as we struggle and celebrate to find God in all things, our prayer remains to be, in everything, love and serve the Lord. Thank you very much and have a pleasant afternoon.